sukhamāste, sukhaṃ śete, sukhamāyāti yāti ca, sukhaṃ vakti, sukhaṃ bhuṅkte, vyavahāre'pi śāntadhīḥ. Even in practical affairs of life, the wise one of peaceful mind sits happily, sleeps happily, moves happily, speaks happily, and eats happily. There is a huge difference between the inner meditative state of mind and the mind turned towards outer world of objects. Let us imagine that a spiritual aspirant endowed with the wealth of the sadhana chatushtaya continues with his sadhana, meditation, contemplation. In his initial phase of sadhana, he is well aware that the world is unreal and only Brahman is real. Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. However, at the end, when, suppose, he realizes self, then, upon realizing self and abiding in self, he cannot see the outer world of objects as something unreal, something different from self. For him, there is nothing apart from self. The subject-object difference is not there. Both have been transcended. When the subject-object difference has been transcended, when there is nothing apart from self, no creation apart from self, then and only then the disgust or the aversion towards vairāgyam towards illusory objective world is not there anymore. The sadhaka turned seer has gone beyond all duality, all plurality. At this stage, there is no more aversion towards the normal objects of experience, eating, sleeping, etc. This is good, acceptable to my state, or this is not good, not acceptable to my state. This difference is not there anymore. He exists as self and there is nothing in him separate from self to judge that this is good and this is not good. This has to be accepted and this has to be rejected. This has to be done and this has to be avoided. That jiva who has been differentiating between certain things as good and certain things as not good is gone. He exists as Jivan Mukta now. For him, while eating, for example, food at home, outside, while moving around with family, for example, while settling for sleep whenever he feels like sleeping, sitting amongst a gathering which is into enjoying, whenever he happens to sit without deliberately, purposely choosing to sit, he happens to sit. In all these situations, there is no discomfort faced by a Jivan Mukta. There is no one in him left anymore to judge and convey that all this is not good. Apparently, when people see him, they think that, oh, this person is like any other normal person only. There is no obvious change in him to show that he is spiritually evolved. He is also enjoying eating, enjoying sitting in the company of people, enjoying sleeping, enjoying moving around, etc. With their limited mind and intellect and limited vasanas, they can never ever understand what is he within, deep inside. At this stage, the verse which says, even in practical affairs of life, the wise one of peaceful mind sits happily, sleeps happily, moves happily, speaks happily, and eats happily. This gets changed to in his eternal state of happiness. Effortlessly eating, sleeping, moving, speaking, sitting, all this come and go. He remains rooted in consciousness and exists in unbroken bliss of self. In any of these actions, in any of the outer environment, his inner state, self, is never disturbed. It is to be noted that such verses cannot be taken as a pass or as a free, guaranteed pass for indulging in eating, sleeping, moving, etc., saying that there is no problem in all these things, as the verse says. It is important to be aware of one's real state. all these things, eating, enjoying, eating, sleeping, moving, sitting, etc., are all harmless only and only for the one who abides in self. Imagine a self-realized yogi is sitting somewhere where people come from some nowhere and start making merry, singing, dancing, etc. How will he look at all these things? Actually, his physical eye may look at them. His physical ears may hear them singing. But rooted in consciousness, the seeing and the hearing does not take those sights and sounds anywhere into his heart, anywhere into his mind. At that state, all these things can be harmless, but not for a person who has not realized self, not for a person for whom all these things can create even a little impact in his mind. This has to be very clear. Wherever we are today, our goal through all these indicative verses to move to that state where we realize self and we abide in self. And then see this creation, hear the sounds in the creation, eat, move, sleep, etc. The goal has to be very clear wherever we are as of now. No treatise perhaps gives such direct guidance or such direct illumination on the state of realized yogi. It doesn't feel from within to look up for commentary on this verse, as though whatever has been poured is wholesome, doesn't need anything to be added to this. Hari Om Tat Sat.